We now move on to fight number 2 of the evening in the Salt Fight series, and this fight is brought to you by Bell's Brewery and MCG Signs. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Pro Fitness, please welcome Taylor Lee.
So here's Taylor Lee coming to the cage now, a BJJ blue belt, amateur pro record of 2-1. She's the Australian Jiu-Jitsu Championship Australian champion. She's a grappling industries champion, a savage grappling champion, and to no surprise, she classes herself as a grappler. So let's see if she comes out today. Grappling, striking. Again, it is MMA, so you got to count them all.
So these two fighters have fought each other before, which is interesting, and it does look like on paper at least that Taylor does have the grappling advantage. But Kim in her last fight, she fought a fighter who's on later on, Sam Barabal, and she was really dominating that whole fight until the last 10 seconds when she did actually get submitted. So it should be interesting to see how much of a role grappling plays in this fight.
It's always fun watching people who know each other's games compete against each other. Do they stick to the same game plan? Do they try to surprise them with something new? This is going to be another very exciting fight, I reckon.
And her opponent, fighting out of Absolute MMA, trained by Simon Carson and the team, please welcome Kim Tran.
In getting my pre-fight information for this show at the weigh-ins yesterday, I think Kim Tran might have the most noteworthy pre-fight story. Was riding her bike to training on Thursday, fight week, when a car opened its door in front of her as she rode down the road, and she went head-on with the car door, went over the handlebars, was unharmed, and still here to fight. So
I did see that in the notes, but I did not realise it was 3 days ago. I thought that must be,
it was mere days ago.
Fight camp. Wowee.
So it's safe to say Kim Tran is very resilient.
Resilient, yep. She can take a knock. Not easily phased.
And another person that, pro amateur record of 1-1, only a white belt, but still does classify herself as a grappler. Now, coming out of Absolute MMA, a powerhouse when it comes to their grappling team.
Absolutely,
and their MMA team, of course. This is going to be a great clash of styles, even though they're both grapplers. They both know each other's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight number 2, brought to you by Bell's Brewery and MCG Signs. 2 rounds in the Salt Fight series, referee in charge, Greg Clanjans. And this fight is contested in the women's flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. She stands at 5 feet tall, 5 feet 2 inches tall, and weighs in at 55.8 kilograms. She is a grappler, fighting out of Pro Fitness, trained by Tro Fumo. Please welcome Taylor Lee. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a record of 1 win and 1 defeat. She stands at 5 feet tall, 5 feet 2 inches tall, and weighed in at 56.5 kilograms. Also a grappler and fighting out of Absolute MMA, trained by Simon Carson and the team. Give it up for Kim Tran. Fighters to center ring.
Okay, ladies, we've been through the rules. You need to protect yourselves at all time and obey my commands at all times. So, good, clean fight. Touch gloves if you want. Back to your corner. Doc, time. Judge. Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight.
Here we go. Fight number 2 on Salt Fight Series.
Taylor has called out that she's aiming for a win by rear naked choke, so look for her to pull the pressure on early.
Now, it looks like they're both opting to start on the feet, both throwing strikes at each other. Now, let's see if anybody shoots first or if they're going to stay on their feet here.
Yeah, as you say, quite a measured start. Some nice hands from Kim. Taylor pressing in. There's a nice overhand on the break from that clinch. Kim keeping those hips back really nicely to evade the takedowns. Jab for jab. Slips off center line and throws the right hand, does Taylor. Low kick for low kick. Kim putting a lot behind those punches. Eats a left hook and fires back the right hand.
But so far, they really are going 1 for 1 with the striking here.
Absolutely, they are. Kim has called out that she's been working on the precision in her boxing. You can see that in her approach, but Taylor counter-striking very nicely. Again, 1 for 1. Both staying on the center line and exchanging hands here. They press against the cage. Nice knee up the middle from Kim.
It really looks like they're both trying to avoid each other's grappling attributes, I guess you could say. They try to get close, they get into the pummel position, they clinch, and then they break off and start striking again.
Absolutely. Little flick kind of fake with the jab and right hand from Kim. A nice patient start. Fakes for the takedown and comes back with the hands up top.
That was something that Kim said she wanted to focus on, learning patterns in her opponents rather than just going balls to the wall from the very first minute of the fight.
Certainly seems to be evident in the approach. Appears to be getting quite comfortable in the ring. Looking for a read here. Taylor quite hesitant on that entry with the hands, I feel. Was just looking to kind of distract up top and work with the takedown, but Kim not really buying it.
And both defending nobody has cage control yet. They've been up against the cage a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yet anybody's really established any sort of dominance yet there.
Nice switch kick. Lands across the midsection. Back against the cage. Beautiful sprawl.
She's going to try to chase it back from here. Let's see, straight back up to the fence.
Appeared to have the neck exposed there, but did choose to crawl around to the back. Onto the single leg attempt, back up against the cage.
That's probably the most we've seen him on the cage now. Let's see. Yep, back straight to the center again. A barrage of punches comes.
Does
uses that
get caught with the counter hook too.
Watch the back
Onto
of the
the back
head.
is Kim. Call from the referee to watch the back of the head with those strikes.
Now Kim Tran's got her hooks in. This is a very bad position to be on the bottom of. Let's see if she can capitalize on it. If she's too high up, she's going to get rolled off.
10-second call comes. Kim into full mount.
Looking for a late round naked choke.
Stop.
Saved by the bell.
That
That
was
is the end of an amazing
Fantastic round.
Give it up for these fighters. That is round number 1, brought to you by Bell's Brewery.
I'd be interested to see what the corners are going to tell to each other's fighters now. Let's see what, both MMA powerhouses in each other's corner. They're going to be getting great advice.
Very intelligent start to the round from both. Neither side looking to rush. As you said, Chris, they did end up in some pretty tit-for-tat striking exchanges,
Just
but
keep
did
it shut.
appear to be going the way of Tran as
had
the round
idiots who
progressed,
said,
and
"I
of
don't
course
think it's
some
really funny to run
big
up and
moments
get
to
inside."
close out. 20 more seconds and that could have been done. What do you think?
It really looks like Taylor's shot looked like she made an error,
that
fell
can
back, and
It's
Kim
unlocked this game
straight
here.
away, the
Let the
opportunity
team
she is
in,
as a
they just
fighter,
wait.
jumped on the
Or
back,
sit on the-
jumped
sit
on the
on the
rear naked choke. It was just a pity it was a 3-minute round.
Seconds out, please. Seconds out.
Seconds out.
Let's go.
Surely she'll take a lot of confidence from that as well. Obviously,
Round
finishing the
number
round on the
2.
back of a higher ranked jiu-jitsu opponent,
Absolutely.
I suppose. She'll be feeling really good coming into this round.
Great for confidence coming
Are
into
you
that
ready?
second round.
Are you ready? What?
Very interested to see how they start this round. It was quite measured to begin round number 1. They clinch up. Lovely trip.
Beautiful inside trip by Kim. Now, she's on top. They're in close guard, but again, in MMA, this is perfectly fine. She's going to look to posture up, start striking, but Taylor's really, she's defending it quite well. She's...
What's the armbar? Yep, hit.
Armbar attempt. Pushes off at the hips with her feet. Looking quite similar to the end of round 1 for a moment there.
Kim's been doing a fantastic job of sprawling on all those attempts. She's getting her hips down really quickly.
Yeah, great use of the hips from Kim. They make space. Again, really nice to see Kim never rushing here, just looking to pick her time. Jab at space. They trade punches again. A nice bit of control on the end of that punching exchange from Kim.
We're starting to see Taylor just sort of shoot without setting it up with strikes first. It looks like she wants to get it to the ground. Maybe she doesn't like being on the feet as much at the moment.
Absolutely. I do feel the feints and kind of the reads from Kim are making it difficult for Taylor to disguise her approach.
Now Kim's sitting on a single. Let's see if she can try to finish this one off. Again, that pressure on the cage is making it hard for Taylor to get out of there.
Did opt to knee the leg there, which is an underrated technique in the clinch. Big double leg attempt from Taylor.
Again, she's got to set that up with strikes.
Back up against the cage they go. Taylor successful, takes it out. Now Taylor's on the back. She did call that she wanted to win this one by rear naked choke.
Let's see if she can get all the way around to the back. She hasn't got back control just yet. She's missing the hook and she's just a little bit too high on the shoulders there. She can adjust and go lower on the hips to try to take the back. Looks like her back attack worked. She can go for subs. Now she can come up to mount if she wants. She doesn't have full back control for a rear naked choke from here though. Kim can come up into top close guard. There we go. She's back up on top. Her arms trapped behind her. Okay, she's got that out now. Beautiful recovery by Kim.
And a fantastic way to execute the instructions from the corner there from Kim. I'm not sure if you can hear them on the live feed, but we can hear the corners quite closely. And Kim is executing their instructions to a T. Another takedown. Kim pretty good thus far at popping right back up, just scooting back to the cage, give herself a little bit more leverage to get back to her feet. 20 seconds to go. Back to their feet. Kim looking to circle out, back at punching range here. And there's that sprawl again, fantastic.
Very heavy hips. It looks like round 2 is just about up, and we're going to head straight into
knee
round
up the center
3.
again from Kim. Great round.
Here we have round number 2.
What do you make of the grappling exchanges you saw there, Chris?
So in this one, we saw a lot more grappling. We started seeing Taylor really shoot for those takedowns now. It looks like she's done with the stand-up. She wants to get it to the ground, and now she wants to start using her jiu-jitsu and really show what a difference between a blue belt and a white belt really is.
Kim just looks to be super calm in there as well.
We've had him before who said the
what's
door
going
open.
on.
I think it'll be funny running.
Doesn't seem phased by any of the takedown attempts. She's happy in there to keep working away at it, stand back up if she does get taken down and get on with it.
Yeah, I've been very impressed by Kim's composure throughout this fight. I noticed how calm she was coming in. She was smiling on her way into the cage. Also, you know, as we've noted a couple of times, she doesn't rush. She's reading the fight very well.
Seconds out.
Now let's see if Taylor again just tries for that shot, or if she's going to try to set it up with a few more strikes this round. I believe Kim's going to know that she's going to come at her with a few double legs now.
Are you ready? Are you ready? What?
Third and final round underway. Really nice outside footwork by Kim. Good jab across down the center there. Punching very well on the break, I find, is Kim. Taylor putting the pressure on a lot more now, almost running forward with those shots.
Kim just shoving her off there. This is a 1-for-1 battle.
Let's go is the call from Kim.
Kim has a huge smile on her face as well. She's loving every second of this. And those knees to the body are really adding up.
The knees. Look, it's an investment strike, a knee to the body. Can really take the gas out of your opponent. Taylor now in top position.
This match brought to you by Bells Beach Brewery and MCG Signs. Thank you for the support. Straight back on their feet. The crowd's getting behind him here, folks.
Good
it's striking, it's grappling.
Deep breath from Kim. Is she starting to fatigue after a busy couple of rounds? Nice uppercut. Uppercut cross hook combination from Taylor. Dips under the return punch from Kim and looks for the takedown again. Big knee to the belly, and there's another.
Those knees really are going to slow you down. Every single knee.
Starting to show some real damage from those knees.
And another.
Again, really affecting the posture and disrupting that takedown attempt, making Taylor somewhat reluctant to come in.
But it didn't slow her down.
It did not.
Shot her in, except just there.
Back in the mount. Taylor's in a lot of trouble here.
Here she has both hooks in. She's got her hips
On the
laid
back
down
again.
flat. This is not good. She's going to have to get out of here now. The referee's going to get very close here. She's not defending us.
Taylor's flattened out. Rolls over and gives up the mount.
Excellent ground and pound by Kim.
This late in the game, Chris, are you pursuing that rear naked choke if you're Kim, or are you just looking to rain down
The
punches?
referee needs to stop it here. There we go. Great stoppage by the referee. Kim Tran coming out with a TKO victory.
Awesome performance for Kim.
And still a big smile on her face.
I think the confidence she would have taken out of that first round where she really held her own with the grappling
We get a
against
representative from Bell's Brewery
opponent.
to ringside.
Just carried that through for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
She was so composed.
I reckon it was those strategic knees all throughout the entire fight that just slowly slowed Taylor down. As we see here, they got into a lot of clinch battles. There were punches thrown left and right. So many double leg attempts. The last one there didn't go to plan. Kim ended up on top mount, and then we ended up finishing with the TKO victory. Referee stopping it at just the right time.
Nice to see amateur fighters having this much fun. It's a really cool vibe at the show down here. We don't get a lot of live MMA here in Torquay, so the crowd get to come and back their own.
Fighters to centering. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for an unbelievable performance here, fight number 2. Brought to you by Bell's Brewery and MCG Signs. Your winner at 2 minutes 18 seconds of the third round by TKO. Red corner, Kim Tran. Kim stays in the ring.
Good work.